Hey guys, welcome back to some more Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. It is time to head over to the west and move on with the game. However, there's a slight predicament I kind of failed to acknowledge in the previous episode. My little Lizardon is only level 8, so I'm in an awkward moment where I kind of have to level grind just a little bit. So we got, a level 4 Rattata. You know what? That might actually be enough to start getting me a little boosty boost. But before I do that, I just want to go over the next couple Pokemon that we can get in this area. First up would be Spiro. Spiro is just a stronger and faster, less defensive version of Pidgey. That's basically all I can really say about it. It's very basic bird as well. So I kind of recommend it, but there's one other flying type later on in the game that I prefer just a little more, and flying types aren't really the most important type to have in the game, ever. There does come a time where flying is literally a thing, and you can fly to another town that you've already been to, in which case, yeah, then it'd be great, but not gonna worry about not gonna worry about that now. Yeah, stuttering on the second episode. Jeez, okay. Slow down, Mr. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, next up is Mankey. When it evolves, it is actually the fastest fighting type Pokemon in the game. Not that that matters way too much, but hey, there are a couple moves that are in the game that allow you to make the opponent flinch. And Mankey can learn one of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and catch this for two reasons. One, because it might be useful late game, and two, I just straight up need Mankey right now. I chose Charmander as my starter, which means the first gym is going to be a pain. This first rival battle is going to be a pain. Well, second rival battle, technically. By the way, we're about to fight our rival again, this close in the second freaking episode. But let's see, we got Mankey, and we're going to go ahead and name him I meant to do that. We're gonna go ahead and name him. Wait, can Sun Wukong fit? I never noticed that Sun Wukong actually fits. We're going with Sun Wukong. References. Anyway, he's level 3 and about to die. I kinda need to switch him out. Yeah, that's a thing. So, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and do a little level grinding. I think I'm just going to get both of them to level 9, and that might be just enough, if not overkill. This is going to be one of the only times I level grind in this entire LP. Otherwise, it's only going to be when I catch a brand new Pokemon that is miles behind everybody else. But in general, I don't want to be over-leveled. I'd rather be under-leveled and try to use some sort of strategy to defeat everybody, not just plow through with high-level Pokemon. Alright, so I went ahead and leveled them both up to 9, like I said. That might be a little bit overdoing it, but also, again, like I said, I don't plan on doing that way too often during this LP, so I'm just going to let it slide for the beginning, just because it's early on. I kind of want to get the ball rolling. But after this, we should be good with no excessive level grinding. But anyway, if we try coming over here, John says, "Hey, John, you're out to the Pokemon League? Forget about it. You probably don't have any badges, do you?" That's actually something I wanted to talk about that I never even did mention. Okay, so last episode I mentioned the fact that I went to PAX South. While I was at PAX South, I didn't realize what it was until we were there, but there was a Pokemon League thing on the schedule, basically. But there was no information at all. They added it basically the day before, as far as I'm aware. But what it was, if you had any of the 6 or 7 gen games, all the way from X and Y to Sun and Moon, you can enter in the PAX South Pokemon League, where they had like 20 gym leaders, I think like 8 to 10 elites, and then overall the champion, and you literally just went around and found people with a green scarf that said, "Hey, we're gym leaders or elites, beat us and you can go fight the champion." 8 gym leaders, 4 elites, and then the champion himself. And you could take on whichever ones you wanted. So if you had trouble beating one, you can try to go beat another. And I find it funny how he was just mentioned, like, I bet you don't have any badges, do you? I'll end up talking about this again at another specific point in a later episode. I just hope that I remember to talk about it, but there's something I want to talk about regarding fossil Pokemon. That's all I'll say for now. But that was actually so much fun. I just got distracted, and the sole purpose of me staying up in that area was to try to beat the champion. I ended up having 11 badges and 1 elite button, I guess. Like, that's, they really had no other terms for them. They were just extra badges. But it was kind of cool. I hung them up on my lanyard. They all just pinned right on. And I was trying to just defeat all of them, but we kept seeing Team Skull grunts walking by, just people cosplaying as members of Team Skull. So what did I end up doing was, me and my friend Sammy went to Walmart, and she basically stayed up for an extra 2 hours putting together Team Skull cosplays for us. We rounded up as many Team Skull grunts as we could and just paraded around the expo hall and everything. We almost got kicked out because I'm an idiot and went right through a booth. But it's fine. We were fine. We didn't get kicked out. It was all good and fun. The enforcers were mad that they actually had to do their job in a sense. Because, think about it, like, an enforcer doesn't want to enforce. They want everyone to have fun. They don't want to interfere with that. But when it gets to a point where they have to do something, you know that annoys them. Like, the fact that they're like, these idiots here, like, they're dumb enough that we actually have to step in and say something. The job of an enforcer is to do something in case something happens. Not to do something because you get where I'm getting at with this. Anyway, we were a bit of a nuisance for them, and I do apologize for anyone who is an enforcer at PAX South that could potentially be watching this, but you did what you had to do, and we listened. Thank you for not kicking us out. We love you. Mwah. But anyway, that's the only reason I did not finish the Pokemon League. Because we decided to do that all day, and by the time the Elite showed up, I was out being stupid. So I never got to get to the champion. I only had 1 Elite badge. But it was fine. I'll beat the Pokemon League in this game. Anyway, so that was Weedle. Long story short, Weedle, and then eventually what's going to be Kakuna in the next area that we can finally catch, will evolve into Beedrill, which is not that great a Pokemon in this game. There's a Mega form of it as of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, but we're not playing Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, are we? So we're going to pass on that. Beedrill kind of sucks right now. Do not tell Ego Raptor I said that. Anyway, there's also Caterpie that we can catch here, and then in the next area, Metapod. That is potentially a good Pokemon to catch. Butterfree could be useful for the sheer fact that once it evolves, like, and it evolves at like level 10. Like, it first evolves into Metapod at 7, and then Butterfree at 10. Speaking of Caterpie, the issue is that it's not good long term. It could be very good very early game because of all the stat afflictions that it could do, like Stun Spore, Sleep Powder, Poison Powder. So literally pick your poison and just wreak havoc on the opponent team, but don't expect it to be good for long. The only other Pokemon in this area that we could catch is Pikachu, which, who doesn't know Pikachu? If you're watching this game, you know what a Pikachu is. You may not even know what Pokemon is, but you've heard of Pikachu. Like, where'd I heard that? Pikachu! Oh, that's Fluffy! Hey, Gabriel Iglesias now. Anyway, so Pikachu is not terrific. Get it to level 26, spam Thunderbolt, and you win. Aside from that, Mood Pool, not abundantly great. It does learn a couple TMs, which we'll get into later on in the game, but A lot of those good TMs I'm probably going to end up, you know, using on somebody else, because in this game you can only use them on one Pokemon. That was a great addition they made in, what was it, Black and White? I think Black and White was the first game where they started doing that. I want to say so, because I remember getting Work Up or something from the first gym leader and using it on literally everybody because it raised attack and special attack. Like, why wouldn't you? But regardless, one TM per Pokemon in this game, that's what we're going to focus on. Moving on, that's all the bios for this area. God, it feels so good but weird to be doing this again. Just like I mentioned in the last episode, I haven't done this by myself, just sit down and record a game in a while. Like, what was the last game I even did? Was that Birth by Sleep? Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix? Oh my god, it might have been. I think Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep was the last straight up LP that I've done, and that was back when 2.5 was relatively fresh. Like, I beat Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix and jumped right into Birth by Sleep, and then I never did Recoded. And obviously I'm not going to do 3D anymore because now Dream Drop Distance HD is a thing, which for some reason, if anybody hasn't been updated on that and you're wondering where all the Kingdom Hearts stuff is, for those of you that watch everything and not just Pokemon, yeah, I'm redoing the entire Road to Kingdom Hearts 3 again. Yes, calm down, please don't yell at me. I don't like it. But I'm going to be going through all the Kingdom Hearts games once again as soon as 1.5 and 2.5 come out in America. So at the end of March, back to back to back. Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix. Re-Channel Memories. 358 over 2 days, even though there's nothing really new about it. I just want to redo the game again. Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Recoded, then Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance HD. I might even do 0.2 again for the sheer fact that hopefully by then I can afford a PlayStation 4 Pro, because I kind of just want to enjoy that game in 1080p 60 frames and not just, you know, 30. But hey, 1.5 and 2.5 are supposedly going to run in 60 frames even on the regular PlayStation 4, so here's hoping to that, because I'm going to love that and enjoy that. That's basically the main reason why I'm doing it, is because it technically is an upgraded port, and I just want to have the highest quality that I could possibly have available on my channel for others to watch. That's basically the ultimate goal. Regardless of what anyone else thinks, I want to be basically the pinnacle of Kingdom Hearts LPs. Like, I just want to be up there. I have several other friends that do Kingdom Hearts stuff, and no offense to them, but I'm better than you because I want to be in for no other reason. I don't care what people say. I am so conceited, but hey, I'm joking, so it's fine. I like being jokingly conceited. It's almost like sarcasm, but not really. It's in a league of its own. Jokingly conceited. That's how I like to live life. Just sit there and say that I'm the best, even though I'm clearly not. Hey, it boosts my own ego just to get the time by a little bit more. So, yeah, basically I've got a lot coming onto this channel, as well as Goof Group. Again, for those of you that are not subscribed to Goof Group, there's going to be a link in the description. That is me and my 3 friends, Kyle, Javier, and Alex, all doing whatever the heck we want gaming related. We've got like 15 LPs on that channel so far. I have an alarm going off. Apparently it is... Why do I have an alarm for 3 o'clock a.m.? Yes, guys, I'm recording the second episode of Pokemon Fire Red at 3 o'clock in the morning. Alright, that was to bring Sammy to the airport at like 5 in the morning. That's what that was. That's still on? Why is that still on? Wow, it really just hit me that I have not gone to sleep until 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning every morning for the past week. Yeah, by the way, guys, I've only been home for not even a full week since PAX South. So I don't know when I'm actually going to start uploading this, but right now it is February 5th at 3 o'clock in the morning. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm trying to get some videos recorded before the frickin' Super Bowl, because that is going to be some noise and a half. Who's playing the halftime show? I never even bothered to see who's playing the halftime show. Is Bruno Mars getting a three-peat? That'd actually be kind of funny. Seriously, I need to look that up. Someone here's gonna be like, it was so-and-so. Well, yeah, I know that now. Alright, random question of the day. Did you enjoy the Super Bowl halftime performance or nah? Did the team that you were rooting for win, or did you not care either way? Did you just flip a coin and say, that's the one I'm going for? Like, hey, it wasn't the New Orleans Saints. I don't care. We're at the point where I think it's time to start cutting out random encounters. Man, and if all these Pokemon weren't freaking bugs, I wouldn't be so tempted to just sit here and ember everything. I mean, this is free experience. Click the button and you win. How can I not do it? Ah, jeez. It's so weird. I can't get over the fact that I'm sitting here recording a game by myself for the first time in a long time. I did so many LPs on Goof Group, and it just felt like an entirely different ball game. Like, it was so much more laid back. I had someone to help me carry the conversation, or even sometimes start the conversation. Now I'm literally just sitting here coming up with random things to say, hoping that you guys don't get bored with me, and then at some point I say something that helps you contribute to a conversation in the comments. Like the freaking Super Bowl. I would have never mentioned the Super Bowl on Goof Group. I don't think I would have anyway. Speaking of Goof Group, we gotta get back to work on that as well. We're not quite done Yokai Watch 2, and that's been out for a little while. We also need to do Color Splash. We need to finish Wind Waker HD because Breath of the Wild's coming out and we're never going to touch another Zelda game for at least 3 months. Ah, man. And when the Nintendo Switch comes out, bruh, that's going to be so... Like I said, my focus, what I'm always going to have going on is Kingdom Hearts and Pokemon. So at least 2 videos a day. Something to Kingdom Hearts and something to Pokemon. Well, at least starting at the end of March, you know, whenever Kingdom Hearts actually starts rolling around. But for now, I'm literally waiting till March. March is going to change so much of my channel. March is the rebirth of my channel. And why is it going to be the rebirth of my channel? Well, we'll get into that next time. Jigglypuff, sing us out.